Pires. Vieira, who of course equalised earlier this season against the Spurs at White Hart Lane in the Premiership. Silvino. Well, Andy, we wonder whether Glenn Hoddle might think about some tactical adjustments at half-time. It's often his way.
I thought he might, Martin. I have to say, he hasn't, certainly not with personnel anyway. I'm just looking closely at Everson to see where he's going to start. But at the moment, we're still seeing the same as the ball's played forward. Where's Rebroff and Everson? They're both in deep, deep areas.
Ferdinand working back to dispossess Vieira. Sherwood. Allowed to go on.
Looked to handball.
Appeals that the ball had gone out.
It looked like as he was falling, Sullivan. He just wrapped his left arm around the ball.
Nice claims from both sides then. It's called equal by the officials. Wiltor. Worried by the near post. Pires coming in. Not caught off guard. Show. Let's get some news from our touchline reporter, Claire Tomlinson. Claire.
Well, Martin, I can tell you at half-time, the substitution forms had gone into the referee, and we were expecting Everson to come off and Arsene to come on for Spurs. That was then cancelled by Glenn Hoddle. We understand that it may be because Les Ferdinand may be struggling, in which case they'll want to keep Stefan Everson on the pitch.
Adams. Everson ran fortunately for Tottenham. Rebroff just bounced in front of David Seaman, and no one could get close to it for Spurs to follow in Rebroff's effort.
What they seem to have done with Everson, Mark, at the beginning of the half is just tucked him in a bit, give him a 3 in the centre of midfield.
And pushed Rebroff more centrally up with Ferdinand.
I think that makes sense. There's 2 areas that needed help, and that was Ferdinand up front and in the middle of midfield.
Arsene is the midfield backup, but he is another of the Tottenham players coming back from injury. He hasn't played since being hurt against Stockport in the 5th round at White Hart Lane. Dixon, Sherwood, Silvino. A bit of time to assess the situation, and he assessed it, but it was worthy of a shot. It was a dipping effort.
Had plenty of time, took his time, struck it really well. Always trying to hit it up and get it down. Not just enough.
Good contest again between Ferdinand and Adams.
Well, that's where the Rebroff's going to play up there. He's got to get a bit of energy in behind.
Dixon. Wiltor. Very promising young player, Ledley King, and I'm sure he won't let Tottenham down coming into a very responsible role with Sol Campbell's departure. Sherwood's taken on the captaincy, incidentally. Lara. Wiltor. Henry. Lauren wanted it just rolled to Henry's left.
Had some great options, Mark, haven't they, to do that when they've got in the last third. Asked to pick a player out. Opted for the shot time after time.
Henry certainly expected the whistle to go then. Perry's challenge didn't. And here's Everson squeezing it to Rebroff. Luke Young, who played here in the semi-final in '99. All the Tottenham players who started that game against Newcastle are still with the club, except David Ginola. Carr.
That was a good tackle. Really convinced that he was going to win that. Stephen Carr had been a little bit of bother, but his verbal's no more than that.
All the frustration of not being playing for the last 3 months seems to be coming out in Stephen Carr today. He's been very vociferous, very competitive. He needs to scamper back now because Pires unmarked to receive the throw. Still distinctly short of numbers in the centre from Henry's cross. And probably wasn't aware of that. He needed some help, to be told. Lauren. Left away by Lucia. Fione's header, helped on by Pires. Back by Perry for Tottenham. Rebrov in the thick of things. Vieira. Silvino. He's already had one shot in the second half. Wiltor. Just a terrific tackle by Perry. Wiltor really didn't have time for an extra touch.
No way to go though, Martin, because Les Ferdinand so far back, helping the people at the back. No real outball.
Well, the hang-dog expression that Tottenham were wearing when Campbell went off seems to have changed, though. They're getting the tackles in, but they've lost sight of Robert Pires here. So far ahead of Wiltor and Dixon, and Spurs all contributing to the defensive cause as Rebrov saw it out. A different game to the one at West Ham when he scored twice in that London derby.
So I'm just looking down, Martin. It looks like Arsene is going to come on. For who? We wait and see whether Ferdinand's proved that he's going to stay. Nah, he's limping, Les Ferdinand, Martin. It's sitting limped out away from that challenge. It might be him. If that's the case, then obviously it would just be a case of Arsene dropping into midfield, Everson up top.
Henry. Spurs stand firm again. Adams. Silvino. Still finding it hard to get out, Tottenham, and Sherwood caught by Lauren. Wiltor. Not a great angle for the shot. Doherty got in the way in any case. Carr keeps it in. Arsenal will come back at Spurs again through Silvino. Pires. Dixon again advancing from right back. Pires spotted him. Laura. Henry. And Chris Perry on duty. And my goodness, Tottenham needed him then.
He's had a good start to the second half. Chris Perry, Martin, has made 3 or 4 really important challenges. None more so than this one. Because Henry knows what he wants to do. He's going to bring it down and hit it. Just got half a yard away from him. But the pressure mounts.
Henry.
What a save. What a save. I mean, he doesn't get the cross, but goodness me, does he do well. Second time of Askins, it drops to Henry. Just threw himself in front of it. Might add a little bit of help.
So Sherwood, who got his foot to the subsequent corner. Rebrov. And he's bought Tottenham a bit of time here and a chance to get out. They've been under siege.
Well, this is the one. He comes out and really paws at this cross, doesn't get anything on it. Very quickly, look how brave he was. Throws himself at the feet of Henry.
Well, they've lost Campbell, and now they're losing Les Ferdinand.
Two big players, Martin. Two big players.
Comes Øyvind Leonardsen, just as Andy predicted. Stefan Everson, who would probably be happier playing further forward, is up there now alongside Redroth. And remember, he got a goal that sent Tottenham to a major final for George Graham in the League Cup a couple of years ago. Let's hear again from Claire Tomlinson.
Well, Martin, I can tell you that the injury to Les Ferdinand is his hamstring.
Leonardsen. Still 1-1. Clements. Now show. And Everson. Well, with a scant share of possession, Spurs looking to show that they do still carry a threat.
I just think that they had to change, Martin, and they had to change by doing something different, particularly up front in the centre of midfield. They've done that. With natural sense to do such thing. Give Arsenal a problem at the back four. Ask them a question. Ask the two centre backs and Lee Dixon and Silvino. Are you both going to go both full backs when we've got two up front? One will certainly have to hold, I think.
Third midfield player giving Tottenham a better chance against the excellent movement that Arsenal showed in the first half from their quartet. Pires, oh, Wiltor! Sylvain Wiltor! Sullivan saves it, and it ricochets behind, and well, the thread that Spurs are hanging by seemed to be cut here.
This is close, isn't it? Probably exactly in line, but this is another great chance. I tell you what, you cannot keep missing chances. You cannot do that without paying for it in the end.
Silvino. Tony Adams. Lauren. Challenged well by Clements. Put him off his own.
This is a great chance. Sloppy play from Chris Perry's first mistake of the match, basically. But brilliant goalkeeping, you have to say. Neil Sullivan stands big. Look how long he stands up. He makes Wiltor make a choice. What a great save, and what a big save that might be for Tottenham. Temps grow for Arsenal. More than half on target.
Well, the atmosphere further enhanced in the second half by the fact that the supporters for each team are behind the goals that the teams are attacking. And you have to say, it wouldn't be the worst place to have an FA Cup final, Old Trafford, Manchester.
Well, I did say that earlier in the season, young man, that was shot down in flames.
Henry. Oh, wait, the same reaction. Graham Poll's reaction is the point for a corner here.
Well, it's growing, the noise, the atmosphere. I think one or two Tottenham fans to their left, Martin, they suddenly might be thinking their voices are coming back since that save. They might just be thinking, hold on a minute, this could be our day. We might just ride our luck at the back here. We've only had one chance and we've scored. If we get another one, then who knows?
Henry.
Goodness me. I mean, free header. 7 yards.
Adams is coming in behind him as well.
Unbelievable, Matt. Look at him. Just wanders in. Nobody really near him. Clear sight of the ball. He's on the way down. That's the only thing you would say. Just went up a little too early. Thierry Henry was on the way down when he headed it.
Leonard's. It's a great tackle by Ledley King for Spurs. Everson. Sherwood. Carr. Redroth ahead of it. Roars in Spurs voices now. Carr's cross. Just too close to David Seaman. From the Tottenham perspective. Wonderful cut and thrust about this semi-final now. Henry. Just as easy for Sullivan as it was at the other end for the England goalkeeper seconds earlier. The Scotland goalkeeper is playing splendidly for Spurs.
I have to say, you just wonder how much Arsenal would like Tottenham to have a lot to say in the game, Mark, to push one or two forward. It's been really difficult for them because Tottenham have been camped and have been quite happy to be so. But if they start to think they can win the game, they start to push one or two forward. Leon Arson's a natural forward-running player. With Everson up top, with Redbrough, and one or two take a chance, then it might be to Arsenal's benefit to break quickly and find an opening.
67,000 here, split down the middle. The scoreline evenly split down the middle. Parla almost split down the middle himself by Clements coming in. And Ryan Parla's, I think, understood what this match means. Contents himself with just a calming word.
Well, first half it was a rash challenge from the skipper, Sol Campbell. Same sort of area. First half, way on the far side. Perez went over, arced the ball in. Found the head of Vieira.
Keeper only finds the head of show with Lauren. Silvino. Auto's gone to the left, but wants to use the right foot. Kicked by Keown. Adams got a bit stuck under his feet. Perez. Clements with the challenge. Contact with the ball. Clements again. Great vision from Redbrough, who knew where Carr was. He spins away and joins in. Running through the centre as Carr takes it on, and Patrick Vieira's got some sorting out to do here.
Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? Some midfield player, Martin, who 1 minute was up at the edge of the box trying to score. Lovely vision. Great ball wide here, but look at the ground that he makes up. Now he's coming from a central area. Look at that long stride, just eat up the grass. You know, when he got there, he was so convinced that it was a formality, wasn't he? It's just beginning to open. You often see in Premiership matches, one or two tired legs maybe around the place. It's just beginning to open up a little bit.
Perez. Wiltor, it's a good take as Perry committed himself. Henry whips it in. Oh, it's Ray Parla!
Cannot keep missing them. What a chance. Beautiful football again. Wiltord and Henry combined superbly. Oh, what a little build-up play, and then when he stands this up back post, you're saying, go on, pick your spot, Ray Parla. Too close to a goalkeeper of that quality to beat him.
Perez. Wiltor. Perez! Oh, and Sullivan keeps Arsenal at bay again!
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
Tremendous sportsmanship between the two as well.
Can this go on? I mean, it must be a matter of time, but is it going to be? Is it going to be one of these amazing semi-finals where a team gets battered and yet ends up pinching it?
Keown. Where's the ammunition for the Arsenal?
Oh, that's great strong.
Lauren. Wiltor. Parla takes defenders away. Henry. The shot count rises. Arsene Wenger tries to stay seated and keep calm as his team keep firing blanks.
Oh, it's rising. Approaching 20. Again, good quantity on target, good ratio. Every other attempt on target. And Arsene Wenger's seen this a few times this season, Mark, particularly on the travels. And Arsenal playing and creating and not taking the chances that come their way and paying dearly for it. You must be sitting there thinking, surely not again, surely not in the semi-final.
He'll also be thinking, please not penalties.
Yes. But full marks of Tottenham was stuck in there. The goalkeeper's been absolutely fantastic. He's kept him in the game. Absolutely no doubt about that.
Carr. Clements. again. Clements, that wasn't the idea. Clements must be offside. And a couple of FA Cup winners' medal in his family, of course, with his dad Ray. And David Seaman, a winner for Arsenal in '93 and '98. Øyvind Leonardsen now under the microscope of the player cam for Sky Digital viewers. King. Now Dixon. Bounced up as he went to play it. To be fortunate that Parlour was able to reach it. Certainly wasn't played for Ray Parlour. Perez a bit guilty of standing and watching outside the penalty area. We're still wondering how Neil Sullivan kept that latest chance out from him. Show. Carr. Nelson lets it run. Rebroff. Past Tony Adams. On the ball now. The Ukrainian. Perez. Arsenal pass their way through midfield again. Parlour. Wiltord to the right this time. Perry has gone with it. Still Sylvain Wiltord.
Should have crossed that first time on his right foot. Had the chance.
Dixon. Vieira to Silvinho. And you have to admire Spurs for their stickability. And Arsenal, of course, had the hard game in midweek. Clements is going to be cautioned this time.
Just catches Loughran. Tries to let the ball run, you can see, gets caught. Easy decision for Graham Paul.
Well, if it finishes in 90 minutes, we're at the three-quarter mark, but can't bet on that being the end of proceedings. Perez. Spreading it to Paul. Dixon. And, a good angle. Doherty heads it away virtually from the spot where he headed Spurs into the lead. Rebroff. Rebroff again. He's changing direction by Sherwood. Carr. Rebroff.
Dominance, isn't it? Last 5 minutes of the match, that.
Pretty typical of many periods of the match prior to that. Getting the ball into the attacking third hasn't been a problem for Arsenal. Getting it into the Tottenham net has. One goal came from a dead ball situation. Dixon. Come off Sherwood's foot, and it's given Loughran something to chase. Dixon. Wiltord opted to get it down. Tottenham thought it was a handball.
think when you're an international striker, that's half a chance. A lovely ball in, there's no real pressure on him. Referee didn't see that as a handball, but the control is behind him. Didn't really control it into an area he wanted.
Hasn't got his customary goal in the FA Cup today, Sullivan will talk.
Well, if he gets it in the next 20 minutes, Martin, you would feel that it might well be the winning goal.
Carr. It's a careless one from Silvino. Leonardson. Carr. Rebroff. He's been bright and busy over the last 15 minutes or so, and no sooner said that.
Commentators cuss.
It is.
Young man. But he has been, he's looked happier about
He's wanted the ball.
Yeah, he's looked happier because he, as I said, he was Lee Dixon's shadow. I don't think he's ever man-marked anyone before in his career. He spent the first half doing it.
Rebroff gets Tottenham a free kick.
It was a bit rash Silvino for me at times, Martin. He does give away too many needless, unnecessary free kicks. The one thing that Gary Doherty said he'd be looking for is to defend deep, defend long and hard. They've done that part, and we hoped that they would maybe spring something from a set play. This has been the first opportunity they've had second half, and they provide the delivery to threaten Arsenal.
Sherwood leaves it, Clements takes it too low. Keogh. Ken's a young man who backs his own ability on the ball. Not against Parlour, but now he's got to turn back against the same player. And here's the kick. Young. Spread by King to Clements. Leonardson dragging Adams out of the centre a little bit. He's had to put the brakes on because Adams stood firm, held his ground in the end, knowing that there would be an offside coming if the ball was played. Carr in a legitimate position. Here's Vieira. Pass Sherwood. Still Vieira, will talk. Perez coming in from the opposite side. Robert Perez! At last for Arsenal!
So many times the option was there first half. Refused and refused and refused it. But this springs from Patrick Vieira, Martin, in midfield. He won the ball and drove on. When Tottenham and committed men forward, now look at this wonderful play. Delayed and delayed his pass. And then, when he's got nowhere to go, for once to play the ball across the face of the 6-yard box. And Perez has a simple tap-in at the back post. Great ball across here.
Well, Robert Perez, who scored at Queen's Park Rangers in the 4th round, scored against Blackburn in the round 6, has maybe turned it Arsenal's way, but Young looks to hit back straight away for Spurs. No good now, Tottenham thinking on a holding policy and trying to run the energy out of the Arsenal legs. And there's a certain poignancy here that Robert Perez appreciates, because he's wearing the number 7 shirt, the shirt that David Rocastle had. He scored against Tottenham last week, but he may, after scoring here, be having to leave the game.
Yeah, he's just indicating that the right hamstring, Martin, was troubling him. It might be his last.
Henry.
Yeah, he's just Arsene Wenger out there, just telling Perez to just stay there, just sit there. And get sure it'll be Freddie Ljungberg on as soon as possible.
Everson. Well, it came to Rebrov, where he's such a good volleyer, as we showed in the quarter-final at West Ham.
Well, Lee Dixon did just enough, Martin. That's when you talk about playing a back four and knowing your players. He got in very close to his centre-back, sensed there was a little danger, just did enough to put Rebrov off.
Dixon. So what does Glenn Hoddle do now?
Well, he's struggling with alternatives really. Willem Corson he has on the bench. Might look to change it, go for it at the back, take a little chance.
Show. Rebrov. Gary Lewin trying to catch the eye of his players to get the ball out. So Freddie Ljungberg can come on for Robert Pires. And Arsenal's French number 7. And another who wore that same number so famously, Eric Cantona. Will have appreciated the French ingredients in the goal by which Arsenal lead. Vieira, Wiltor, Pires for Arsene Wenger. And the Tottenham fans are now beginning to fear the worst, but there's still the best part of 15 minutes left.
Looking around, you wonder what you can do. Alton Thelwell's the one, that's the change they're about to make, Martin. He's about to come on, it's going to be interesting to see. I think Doherty's got to be thrown up front, I have to say myself. You might as well, lose an FA Cup semi-final having a go. You might as well lose it 3-1, trying to get back into it.
3-1, as it was, of course, to Spurs in the 91. They're 2-1 down here. Carr. Rebrov. Sherwood. Ljungberg. Well, the gaps may well open up for Arsenal on the break here, and Ori sped past Chris Perry until Perry timed the lunge to perfection.
What a tackle, son. But that's a chance you have to take, Martin. You have to risk losing a third.
Young losing out to the evergreen Lee Dixon. Arsenal trying to find the goal that will settle it here. Almost embarrassed the choices there with Dixon. Spurs are going to make their third and final substitution. Stelwell. He's played against Arsenal twice already this season. His first season in the first team comes on for Stephen Clements.
Well, Gary Doherty is going to be thrown up front. Yeah.
He knew it. He was just waiting for confirmation. Barlow. Ljungberg. Picked out Wiltor then. The defenders certainly hadn't picked out the Arsenal striker. Carr. Rebrov.
Time and again over the years, Martin, we've watched you and I, Dixon, Keown, Adams, Seaman stand firm under enormous pressures, see it through. They've been asked to do it one more time here in this semi-final.
Well, we're into the intriguing psychology now, aren't we? Arsenal having got in front, are they going to try and just defend that? Well, not if Tottenham present the ball to them there. There's going to be more goals for the taking, and they do finish at 2 today. They wonder how they finish with so few, in truth.
I don't know why they've committed so many men, Martin, as well at times. Committed a lot forward there. Parler and Ljungberg went ahead of the ball. I think if I was Arsene Wenger, I'd be saying, yeah, okay, don't mind one of you going, but I don't want both going at the same time. We've got two pretty talented front men up there. If we can just get the ball to them, you know, they might fashion a goal themselves without searching for another.
King. Well, they've got to try and get it up to where Doherty can fight for it like that. But Keown, a difficult customer, of course, for Doherty to have to deal with. I believe Gary Doherty's better position is as a striker. He'll tell you that he prefers playing at the back. On Thierry Henry. Of course, on the digital viewers, channel 404. Rebroff. Silvinho.
There's no more he can do now, Martin. Changes have been made. He's just got to hope that his team can fashion a chance, take it.
Flick forward by Carr. Everson, offside Doherty.
Yeah.
One of those where he's moving one way, the defender's the other, and
How often have we seen this with Arsenal? Look at Lee Diggs, look how close it is though. That's the one that gives them more difficulty, but suddenly as it arrives there, he looks 5-10 yards off. Over the years, those three just stood in a line like that, arms up. So often the flag is followed.
Henry looking at infield acrobatics also from Perry. So it looks as though this FA Cup semi-final is going to go to League 4.
It's brave of you.
Well, it's still the FA Cup.
6 minutes to go, mate.
Gary Ljungberg, whose obsession with the colour red, it extends to the hairdo as well. Young. Certainly as a match, the shape of it has gone to league form, but Spurs have kept Arsenal within reach. And it breaks here for Ledley King. Thelwell. Now Rebroff. Sherwood. Everson. It's Dixon who gets it away. Vieira. Lauren. Wiltor was in space.
Played it before he had to as well, Lauren. He could have taken the touch and then released Wiltor.
6 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Sherwood. Here's Parler.
Should just be laying that ball down the side of Thierry Henry, Parler, just trying to do too much with it. When we made the run wide, prepared to drive forward, feed it down the line, let him get after it.
Adams. Lara. And some keep ball going on for Arsenal. You can't just step off, they've got to come out and try and get the possession back. Wiltor.
He's after his goal, isn't he? He's after his goal there. Ends up not being a bad ball.
Redroth. Contact by Sherwood on Patrick Vieira. This being the heart of Arsenal's play, but that is a very slovenly attempt at the free kick. Given the ball to Doherty. Most unlike Vieira. Everson. Keown has to clear.
It's as sloppy as I've seen him. In fact, no, I'll tell you when, the last time he did that, semi-final at Villa Park, replay, sloppy ball to Ryan Giggs. You know what happened then?
Young. King. Lauren still full of running. Parler. Well, the anxieties still go on for the Arsenal fans as well as the Tottenham faithful. The opportunity to kill the game off there have been, and they haven't taken them. Carr.
Isn't it incredible? Here's a team who have dominated this game for so long. Go 2-1 up. Suddenly they know they're so close to the final. They back off the play a little bit. Tottenham have got to go for it. And suddenly the pressure's coming from Spurs.
Lau. Pulled down by Sherwood. He's doing his best to try and get one last foothold in midfield for Spurs and maybe instigate an attack that would take us to extra time. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Arsene Wenger often does make a late change involving a defender. Sometimes it's Nelson Vivas. He's not in the squad today. Ashley Cole is getting ready to come on, but not at that stoppage of play. Sherwood. Everson. And now Redroth for Carr. Great position for the cross. Redroth going in. Parler's got it stuck under his foot momentarily. It comes out only as far as Sherwood. Thelwell. Sherwood. Bypass Keown. Sherwood goes in again, and Arsenal breathe again. The ball safely in the grasp of David Seaman.
So does Patrick Vieira again, Mark. A really sloppy free kick from him. Well, he's not going to get his goal.
Sullivan Wiltor hasn't scored in the semi-final after getting 6 spread over the previous 4 rounds in his first season in the FA Cup. But he comes off now with Arsenal so close to taking him to the final in Cardiff. Cole straight away forces Thelwell into conceding a corner. We're in the 90th minute. Arsenal don't need to send up Keown and Adams now. More conservative approach. Silvino and Cole in tandem. Still Arsenal's ball.
The last big question is how much time have we got? We're about to find out.
3 minutes is the answer. telepathy. Redroth. Well, it's been much closer than it might have been given the way Arsenal have played here. Spurs have stuck at it, fortified by scoring first. Comes off Sherwood. Cole. It's a ferocious cross.
Ross Martin. He's got him a throw in. Well, should have got him a throw in. I can't quite understand how that kick went Spurs' way.
Redroth. Doherty used the arms to control the ball.
No, there's not been any rush to take this either.
Doherty, who delighted Tottenham early on with that goal in the 13th minute, but when Campbell went off and they were down to 10 men, Tottenham, Vieira's equaliser carried a sense of justice about it, and in truth so did the goal from Pires, which is so close now to winning the day up here in Manchester for Arsenal Football Club. Ljungberg. Henry. Oh, and he didn't like the way Perry pinned him against the boards then. Put his hands up there at Graham Poll as well. It's a yellow card for Thierry Henry.
Well, the ball gets away from them both. I'm not quite sure he's got any complaint here with Chris Perry. Just calm down, I think.
Doherty gets a toe to it, but Silvino will get there first for Arsenal. Despite the gallant effort of Stephen Carr, despite a gallant go at it from Spurs here. Difficult team selection for Glenn Hoddle, having to gamble on the fitness of certain players, but it's Arsenal who go to Cardiff. Robert Pires' goal has settled the semi-final, and at this stage 2001 stops for Spurs. Patrick Vieira equalised Gary Doherty's early opening goal for the underdogs. But in the end, despite the heroics of Sullivan, on the neutral soil here, almost 200 miles from home, the North London derby has gone with league form. No dream return for Glenn Hoddle on his managerial debut for the club he loves. Manchester euphoria for Arsenal, who were so shattered at the semi-final stage by Manchester United the last time they were in the semi-final. Memories then of 93 and not 91. And one for the historians really. Arsenal, who were the beaten finalists in 1927 when the FA Cup left England for the only time for Cardiff City. They go to Wales on May the 12th, and Andy, I guess you would feel they thoroughly deserve it.
I think so, Mark. I don't think anyone, even the most ardent Tottenham fans, could argue with it. I thought we had a team who came to win this semi-final, and another who came not to get beat. The team that came to win it did so, and I don't think anyone could argue with that. They were fantastic, I felt, from the first minute to the end of the game. So much to Tottenham for staying in there, because they were dominated. It could have been a big score. It wasn't. They hung in there. It just wasn't enough. The quality of the side in red and white that we see so often at Old Trafford, Mark, came through again today. And that's all you can say. The team that deserves to be contesting it on the day, the final, are going to be.
A good weekend in the Northwest for the Red Marauders. Arsenal 2, Tottenham 1.
That fellow was immense, wasn't he? Patrick Vieira, David Seaman goes back for another FA Cup final, and it's just like the first. The French connection are on the road to Cardiff. Gary Mabbutt and Alan Smith have been with us all afternoon. Is that fair, Gary, what Andy said, that one team came to win it, the other came not to lose?
Yes, I mean, Tottenham gave everything they had. I mean, full credit to the chaps, but it was a determined performance. But in the end, Arsenal's quality shone through. They deserved the victory.
Assured and steady calm, Alan, and ultimately the Gunners have won through, eh?
Yeah, I think, you know, they did themselves justice today, and I always thought that if they did do that, they would be fine. And yeah, Tottenham did as much as they could possibly do, but Arsenal, I thought at one stage that the missed chances were going to cost them, but they eventually took one. And yeah, I mean, they did thoroughly deserve to win it. We knew that they'd got superior quality, and that did show ultimately.
Football from Sky Sports still to come. Hibs play Rangers today at 5:30. The chase for second place on. Rangers have it now, and with a cushion. Hibs, if they want it, need to win that. It's on Sky Sports 1 at 5:30. 6:30 on Sky Sports 3. From Spain, it's Real Zaragoza against Deportivo. Here, more from Gary and from Alan when we come back from downstairs. From the beaten semi-finalist Spurs, from the man of the match, I wonder who that is. And from the victors, Arsenal, who have one hand on the FA Cup. They are going to the final.